final business session of the day. Maximizing profit through online bookings is what this session will focus on. And it's my privilege to invite our panelists to the dais. Please put your hands together for Mr. Henry Teng, Managing Director, Fastbooking Asia Pacific. Mr. Henry Teng, Managing Director, Fastbooking Asia Pacific. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. JORDI BUSQUETS, Board Member, IH&RA. Please do also welcome Mr. Patrick Donato, Consultant IH&RA, and Mr. Ludovic COUPEZ, also Consultant IH&RA. We'll have Mr. Henry Teng open the batting, followed by Mr. JORDI BUSQUETS, and then Patrick Donato and Ludovic COUPEZ will, I believe, make a joint presentation as consultants to IH&RA. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker, Mr. Henry Teng.
Articulated Naturality Web is a complete renaissance in the way we approach technology. Convergence has seen us through to the mobile device, and what we now want to embrace is what's known as computer vision, the ability to see the world for what it is as a scene, and to see the elements within, the floor, the walls, the objects in it. And once you know that, you can relay information very cleverly. A&W allows us to do amazing things. It's going to remove the barriers that currently exist in terms of traditional AR is very flat. A&W is going to bring a three-dimensional element, a virtual universe of sorts that we can take advantage of anywhere we are, anytime we want. For instance, the weather. Holding a device up to the sky and seeing the iterations of weather. Perhaps a cloudy morning, and then throughout the afternoon behind that you might see something like a cloud or some wind or some other relevant information. In an urban setting, A&W will allow you to reveal things you wouldn't normally know from the outside environment. Say you're walking down the high street and you see a museum. It can identify objects in the museum. What the main difference is, where AR is very flat, AN actually observes the scene and identifies the elements within. It then attaches the information very intelligently and accordingly. There are massive opportunities for the hotel industry. You can not only browse for room availability, but also take a look inside the room before making a booking. Take, let's say, commercial real estate, for instance. We need an office. We walk in, we have 16 employees. We put that into an articulated naturality environment, and you can virtually see how the desks would be set up, perhaps configure them, perhaps change the color, change the type of ergonomic posture, change the seats, whatever you want, and you can see the costs related to any changes that you would make. What A&W will do is break that barrier we have with the conventional desktop, the conventional laptop. We want the convenience of having this information wherever we are, whenever we want it. Current technology only provides us with 20, maybe 30% of the actual digital experience. With A&W, we get 100% of the experience. By embracing this new virtual world, what we do is we open a door to a virtual universe where our mind is the only boundary.
Technology. Yes. Good evening. What you just saw, it is real or it is going to be real in the world of technology? There's one particular scene where you saw the hotels where using a smartphone, you can zoom in on the building virtually, look at the vacancies, and make a booking. That's the world that we're going to live in the next 5-10 years. Welcome to these presentations on the maximizing hotel net revenues. I'm happy to take you through this afternoon about what you need to do. There's a lot of challenging moments faced by a lot of hoteliers, not only in India, but worldwide. How can you grow your hotel's online revenues? First, let us look at the quadrant here. There's between the offline and the online part. There's direct and there's indirect. Most of you are very familiar with the offline segment, which is primarily consists of people coming to your hotels directly and via your tour operator. This has been traditional business for every hotels. But in today's world, or maybe in 10 years ago when internet started, the online arena has accelerated into a very alarming pace, resulting in a lot of hotels losing a lot of unnecessary profit due to a dilution of profit through higher distribution costs. What we see from here right now is your brand site, which is a direct source, and all the OTAs that you're very familiar with, they are indirect. These represent an increasing area of business of concern. And what we want to focus is how do you increase your direct net PAR, revenue PAR, I mean. This is what we're going to focus on very much. Why are the OTA very aggressive towards your business? It's very simple. It is all about power play. Because it is big, it is profitable, it's intensifying. And what causes all these things is basically back to the 4 marketing mix. It's about your product, it's about the prices that you set, it's a place, and the promotions. So these are the tipping point towards what we see here. Why this pattern always keep going? It's all about big numbers. Statistically, you can see that last year there were about 350 billions worldwide on business, out of which 20%, which is 70 billions, are generated online. And that is huge worldwide. And if you look at the hotel online penetration chart here, between 06 and 11, Asia Pacific ranks very low, below the benchmark of 12% and 20%. We're still growing, and there is a problem here. And the problem is that hotels are not really understanding the power of direct distributions. Look at these various industries. This morning, somebody said that Indian rail has the highest online visits. If you look at the second chart, all rails achieve 91% direct online booking. The budget carrier almost 100%, but the hotels lag very far behind at 38%, which means that there are a lot of improvement for hotels to really go online. The market today, what we see here, out of the 40 billion online, Asia has about 5 billion that is generated on the direct side, out of which 15 billions are going through the OTA. And that's a kind of statistic that is very scary as far as hotels are concerned. What about the revenue growth? If you look at the OTA EBITDA, you look at Priceline, you look at Expedia, they are making more money than any hotel sites. Look at last year, Priceline generated above 1 billion in terms of EBITDA, US. And IH&RA is only doing 559 million. That's almost 2.5 times below Priceline. And that's the kind of number that stack up why OTAs are very aggressive. And there are something that you need to do to drive and maximize your hotel booking. We have to go back to basic, really. The basic is you got to put your right product at the right price, in the right place, with the right promotion. With all my heart, I believe all the hotels are doing the right thing. But most of them are not doing the things right. I think that's more important. You do the right thing, but you're not doing the things right. And we need to correct that arena. Marketing Mix 101. What's happening right now? You hoteliers are supposed to be the winner, but unfortunately, We have the OTAs stacking up winner in the last 3 years. They are making tons of profit in this area. From 09 to 11, why the OTAs are making money? Because they are spending a lot on technology to accelerate their growth. In this area, a lot of hotels lack in this particular, because you are independent, small, or even smaller groups. So you need to work with partners that are technology-driven to accelerate your growth online. The marketing mix, what's the right product? We know you have the right product. The right product is all about what your rooms are about. It's not about OTAs. You have to control your rooms. You have to control your distribution. You got to push more direct sales. Again, a lot of hotels are so concerned about OTAs. They give all the OTAs the last room to sell. They give them the best price. Everything that they give, that goes to the OTA. That's why your profit is diluted. And again, most of them would feel that the billboard effect here is that a lot of hotels would think that the OTA are promoting your brand. That's furthest from the truth. They are cannibalizing on your brand because they are pulling traffic onto their website. What you need to do is that you're not selling a bed hotels, they are selling an experience. People that go to the social media, they don't look for beds. They look for reviews. They look at people, travelers that have experienced your product. And they will come to you if you have the right experience. Therefore, you need to sell experience and not bed. And most importantly, whatever offers that you have, you should have an exclusive offer on your brand site rather than flooding with all the OTAs. And in today's market with social medias, you need to make sure that you have a consistent policy on your contents distributions. Now we talk about the right price. What is the right price? If you look at the last 5 years in India, in Delhi, this is the chart, the trend chart of the last 5-year ADR. It's going down. What's going to happen this year or 2013? Nobody knows. Let's look at Mumbai. It mirrors almost the same trend. And again, whether it's going up or going down. If we look at the correlation of GDP economics figure, it's likely that the signs are not healthy. And that's where STL comes in. Recently, they have generated a report that the ADR are all going down. The reason why the ATR are going down is very simple. Hoteliers fail to understand the pricing model. If you look at this typical example, most of the OTA are actually selling much lower rate than the hotel website. What's the reason? Because if you dilute your commissions, you get a lower ADR. Your price must be controlled during a downturn. You must promote your best rate on your official website. There's no two-way about it because people are very, very, very price sensitive in a very downturn market. Your price can be found in all the meta crawler like TripAdvisor, like Trivago, you just saw some of them, Google, and so forth. You must drive booking via your own website so that you have a net RevPAR, which is much higher. You cannot talk about filling occupancy right now. You're talking about driving distribution via your site and then increasing your net RevPAR. You need to build loyalty. We talked a lot about loyalty this morning on social media as well. You need to do that. The OTA are aggressive. They are doing it very well. I think hotels can do it even better. Let's look at an exclusive offer on the brand site, these hotels. And again, they have the best offer here. Compared to the rest of the OTA, we look at what's the right place in the marketing mix. There's only 3 areas of promotion that you look at: your desktop, your mobile, your social media. In the online arena, we have about 2 billion internet users worldwide. We have more than 1.6 billion mobile users. As far as social media user, it's more than 1 billion. So these 3 stack out tremendously, aggressively, and the opportunity is huge. TripAdvisor, is this something that you can ignore? This morning, the The session talks about how people come to the site to get reviews and then make bookings. You can't ignore them. Why? Because they have more than 50 million unique visitors each month. And this is a base that you can tap on. What about Facebook? Again, Facebook are increasing its fan base. Hotels need to employ that in order to drive and engage your consumer. But take note, Facebook is not a booking platform. It is an engagement platform to build your brand. And unfortunately, a lot of major players are still not familiar how social media works. As you can see from these morning sessions, hotel must be in the right place. Being right place, you need to do a lot of work. And I know a lot of hotels has to improve the hotel website, the desktop site. They want to be optimized. You need to do that. You need to have a mobile presence. You can't do away with that because with smartphone coming in. You need to be present on social medias. Next, we talk about the right promotions. What is the right promotions? A lot of hotels owner who owns website always tell me, Henry, I want to be the top position in all my keywords. Is that possible? That is never possible. If you understand today's how the search engine works, it's almost impossible to be number one on any keywords unless it's your brand keywords. So there's always a debate between SEO, which is organic, and SEM, which is paid. If you understand how the golden triangle works, the top 3 positions would generate 65% of any traffic to any website. And then if you are first on SEO, take note you're only 4th on any position. If I show you a screen cap of a query page, the box in red are 65% of the traffic coming in. Even you are first on the SEO, you only get less than 5%. What does this chart here represent? It means that you need to spend on SEM. There's no two way about it. SEM, it is a must in today's context. If you do without SEM, your likelihood to lose about 89% of your traffic. Therefore, you need to defend your brand vigorously. And what we can do at Fastbooking, we help to increase your brand visibility through what we call the Metaclora. We work with people like Wigo, Trivago, Google, TripAdvisor, Kayak. And what we do is to put you on a direct link when they check rates. If you are familiar how TripAdvisor works, when you go to a check rate environment, they have all the OTA website, and your brand site is missing. So through this program, it allows you a direct link to your own website. For example, we look at Trivago. From here, you can click, and it goes to the hotel booking web page directly. It bypasses every single thing because the customer is looking at prices, it's looking at offers, so it goes straight, it shows the result. With the direct access to the hotel booking page, the conversion factor is likely to be much higher because they are not looking at the third-party sites. Direct link. Many hoteliers are now asking to be included in this program because they see a lot of value, a lot of mileage coming in here. They can therefore compete with OTA on a level playing field by driving more booking to the website. You can see Kayak, Hotel Combine, TripAdvisor, even Google. However, if you want to increase your net RevPAR, there's a lot of effort you need to do. It's not something that you sit back and do nothing. Like we said, you need to expand on your SEM. There's nothing that you will not do because this area will actually bring you to a higher visibility, and you manage it well, the return on investment is much higher than you ever thought. Partnership. You need to be present with all these travel aggregators, and we can help you through Fastbooking to put you up on those pages. Finally, technology. Does all technology work the same way? You cannot just work with a simple booking engine. You need to work booking engine can actually drive a higher percentage of conversion for you. And at Fastbooking, we pride ourselves at having one of the best booking engine system. And not what we said, but let the market tells you. In last year's survey, it was ranked that Fastbooking had the highest effectiveness in terms of ease and effectiveness of usage. For that, our conversion are pretty high, and we are way above many of the international competitors. And our booking engine can do much more. Even multi-language, multi-CRS, dynamic pricing. It analyzes performance, it tracks the bookings, and you can actually benefit from our revenue optimization teams that we supply together with the booking engine. So, the rules that you need to change the rule right now. Don't let the OTA control you, but you need to be in control. And what we envisage for you is to be the real winner next year, if not in 2014. You need to now regroup, work on your strategy, and be a winner in 2013 or 2014. What are the solutions we can bring for you? Fastbooking is a one-stop solution provider. Not only we provide you the booking engine, we drive traffic, we provide guest loyalty program, and we have a series of intelligent tools to help you work with your partner closely, check your competitors' rates, where